Okay, so we're going to try a different method that uses a solid color layer on top of the template background that you got in order to use the color from the top layer and the pattern from the background layer. So if you go ahead and click on layer 0 in the layers palette, what we're going to do...
How come it doesn't show yellow?
Because right now, the layer on top of that, layer 3, is showing.
Okay. So if I were to hide it, then I'd see it.
You'd see it.
Okay, got it.
So we really want to make sure that we bring out those leaves as much as possible. So I want you to go ahead and go up to the Add Adjustment layer. And I want you to go to Brightness and Contrast. And I want you to bring the contrast just keep on bringing it up. And let's see if that will bring out those leaves a little bit more.
It does.
It does. So let's go ahead and leave that as it is. And then I want you to go back to layer 3 in the layer palette. And now we're going to play with the colors a little bit to try and bring out the right blue against that yellow in the background. So I want you to go up to the red in the color adjuster, and I want you to drag that all the way to the end and see what that does for our blues. Okay, so you'll notice the color that's being changed right now is the little swatch right there.
Oh, okay.
So I want you to drag it all the way to the other end.
This way.
That way. Okay, now let's go to our paint bucket, which is on the toolbar on the left-hand side under the eraser. Click on that. And now I want you to go ahead and put it just in the middle and... Okay, so now that's too dark because we can still compare against that swatch right there. So let's bring out a few more blues then on ours.
Keep going.
Right about there. Let's try that. And then do it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Getting there.
So now we have too much, we're going to say that's probably too much red, so we're going to pull the red slider back a little bit more. Not that much. Put it right in the middle, right about there. Yeah, and let's try to do it again. Oh, we're getting close. Let's add a little bit more green, so pull it to the right a little bit. Okay, and now let's redo it. We are dangerously close, Miss Tori. Okay, the blue slider, pull that one down a little bit. Okay, and now do it again.
So why wouldn't we just change these numbers to the 0, 47, 111?
The reason why is because we have a background color that's changing what it looks like.
Okay.
So what we can do is you can put it there as the baseline and then mess with the colors from there if you want to do that. We can do that.
I'm sorry, what I missed. I'm just messing around.
No, it's okay. We can change these colors back to those 3 numbers to use that as the baseline and then make small adjustments.
0, 47, 11. Oh, what's that?
It means that it's not it's not safe for printing, is what it means. That there's no color blue that can be made that matches that, is what it's telling us.
Okay.
So, not a big problem for web.
Right.
Okay, so you notice it comes out darker.
Oh, because the stuff underneath it.
So now let's try and pull back the green some and see if that helps us any.
Pull back, what does that mean?
Make it lighter.
Lighter. Like that?
And now let's use the paint bucket again. Okay, so that's not what's making it darker. Edit. Yep,
Go back.
Either one will work. Let's go ahead and what do we need to add? Let's go to the blue slider And actually bring that down a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Sorry, I need to tell you what down means.
I'm starting to get there. Read your mind a little bit.
You're getting better, which is good news for me because I'm not getting any better. Okay, let's go to green and bring it up. Okay, try it again. Getting there.
But is getting there supposed to be like that?
Eventually, yes.
Okay.
So let's give it more green. Yep. More blue this time.
Keep going?
Yep, just a little bit more. Yeah, let's do that much. Let's see. That gives us the brightness we're looking for.
Oh.
Okay, let's just bump the blue all the way up and see what that does. Okay. Alright, now we'll just pull it down until it's about where we want it. Let's pull it down. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. Let's pull it down again. Let's go to let's say 195. Yeah, that's good enough. So now it's too bright. Okay, still too bright. We want it to be more green, so let's just keep on taking down the blues a little bit more. Let's go to 185. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's mess with the greens. With that yellow in the background, it's just going to get brighter, though. That's the thing.
Oh.
Okay, so let's bump that one up then. Yeah, right about there. Let's see what that does.
Nothing?
I don't believe that for a second.
Nothing.
Okay. Let's go and go back. Let's hit backwards in the edit menu. Step backwards. Let's do that twice.
Keep going?
Yeah.
I can't tell if it does anything.
Okay, that's fine. And then let's go ahead and go over to red and move that up. And it doesn't look like the green one adjusted any, so we'll move that one down some. The green one.
That green?
Yeah. Okay, let's try that.
So what's throwing it off is the fact that this is yellow.
Yes. So we need to make we basically need to use...
Like color mixing?
Yeah, essentially. So maybe we should just make that top layer green then. You see how there's like this little color bar, right? Oops.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yep. Let's make it green, and let's just try to dye it, see what happens. Okay, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. I don't believe that for a second. Why is this not working? I don't think it's painting right now for some reason.
No, it's not.
Okay. We are going to do the other great thing, which is just to start fresh. Okay. I'm curious. I'm just going to try. Oh, I forgot about that. Edit undo. Okay. Obviously, we don't want to do that because then it's not going to preserve. we want it to preserve. Okay, so we can come and make a new layer. Turn that one. No, we want that one on. Okay. I'm going to go, instead of using the color selector, I'm going to use the color swatch so we can pick out a true green. And since it's a dark yellow, I'm going to choose probably a dark green that has some cyan in it, to try and do the opposite of that. And then we can come in here and play with it some more.
Oh, I didn't know I could go straight from there to there. Oh.
Didn't want that. It gets to this point where it just doesn't want to brighten up any. Why did that happen?
So it doesn't want to match that color, huh?
It kind of doesn't want to. It's being very naughty to me right now, and that's not nice. Which is interesting to me. I've not had it react that way before. See, but I used the exact same colors from last time. Okay. So one thing I forgot to mention before is that because we are using a solid layer, a solid color on top, we need to bring down that level
opacity,
so that you can see that.
See the pattern. Okay.
So I'm going to bring that down to just above 50% so that it's still a little bit more usable. I feel like we're getting close, but that we're getting too much red in there. And what's killing me is that you'll notice this same color right here, it's coming out. Which is interesting. So that's generally how we do it. And at this point, it's just a matter of messing with it, which is the frustrating part at times. Okay. So you'll notice though that we're able to get the pattern out. One thing that we can try to do is start fresh real quick. See, now that is just weird. You'll notice I'm using the white one. So when I do this, this color should turn to white, not to cyan. There's something wrong here. Oh.
What was that? What was that?
Okay.
That's interesting.
So when I was forgetting what I was doing, I forgot that, you remember how we were using these modes over here to change how the layers were interacting with each other?
Okay.
I forgot that you can also change the mode of the tool to change how it interacts. So what we were doing is we had the wrong selection here. We had one that wasn't actually putting down a normal color layer. It was just putting down a layer on top of another layer on top of another layer using the tool called overlay, or using the mode overlay. So it wasn't actually putting a full color on there, it was putting a partial color on there.
Okay.
So that's why the colors were way off when we were doing that. That's too much green. No. That's but at least it's making a blue now. Whereas before, so actually since we don't want blue, what we want is that we want that green. Since we're trying to match with yellow, we're going to come back to the swatches, choose that dark green cyan, which is the opposite of yellow. And so we're getting closer. Now we're making green. And we'll just pull that down a little bit. I feel like we're still running into a similar issue though, where we can see, oh, it's because it's acting more like a green right now. Okay. What we need then is a yellow-green. No, still not going to. So we're getting there. It's just not quite what we want it to be.
Okay.
I think the point that we're at is where the dark color on that background is close to that blue, but it's the light colors that's not quite getting there.
Okay.
But
I still learned a lot because I got to see those interactions. So